The Jazz Age was a period in the 1920s. Jazz music and dance styles became popular. The Jazz Age was a huge influence on pop culture. Jazz originated in the African American communities of New Orleans in the 19th century and the early 20th century. Researchers believe in the 1817 slaves went to Congo Square, New Orleans on Sundays to sing, play percussion and string instruments, and dance wild dance circles. They believed that this was a form of jazz since it was improvised. Jazz was developed from the roots in blues and ragtime. It was recognized as a major form of musical expression. Brass, wood-winded instruments, and pianos are associated with jazz. Styles include Dixieland, swing, bebop, and free jazz. 1920s jazz was referred to as the Jazz Age. This was an era in American history that started with the end of World War I and ended with the Great Depression of 1929, when jazz music, modern ideas, flappers, and dance became popular. Jazz brought dozens of new dance steps in America. Dances included the Charleston, Black Bottom, Tango, Shimmies, and the Trot. During this period, women began going to bars, drinking, smoking, and wearing more revealing clothing. F. Scott Fitzgerald's book, The Great Gatsby, was based on the 1920s jazz era, which he named the Jazz Age. Louis Armstrong was born and raised in New Orleans. He was a trumpet player, composer, singer, and occasional actor who was one of the most influential figures in jazz. Ella Fitzgerald was a singer often referred to as the Lady of Song, Queen of Jazz, and Lady of Ella. She is known for being very up-tempo and very modest. Duke Ellington was a composer, pianist, and band leader of a jazz orchestra. He led his jazz orchestra for over 50 years. Esperanza Spalding is from Portland, Oregon. She is a jazz singer and bass player. Spalding has gone on to win multiple Grammys, including Best New Artist of 2010, the first jazz musician to be awarded this title, and Best Jazz Vocal Album of 2012's Radio Music Society. Herbie Hancock is a pianist, keyboardist, bandleader, composer, and actor. Hancock helped to refine the role of jazz rhythm section and was one of the primary architects of the post-bop sound. The Jazz Age left behind a legacy of its music style, language, and behavior. Women were able to come out of their shell and develop a different concept of beauty.